はい、皆さんこんにちは、ラーナです。で、先ほどですね、日本に来たばかり人たちに、これからどんなことをする予定とか、日本についてのイメージとか、そういう感じの話を聞いたんですけど、到着じゃなくて逆にこれから出国する人たちにもインタビューしたいと思います。そう、どういうふうに日本を楽しんできたのか、聞きたいと思います。はい。
So, okay, first of all, I want to ask you, what's your name and where are you from?
Okay, my name is David Dallison, and I'm an artist from Waukegan, Illinois, which is very close to Chicago. So it's USA.
USA. What do you do in Japan?
Okay, so
I'm so sorry.
on my way to Vietnam, I stayed here. We had a 24-hour layover basically. So we spent the day, spent a hotel, and enjoyed Tokyo. Loved Tokyo. Went for ramen and wandering around, but I have time to kill because of my mess up with my transfer. So I'm working on my paintings and my labels. I have an art show in Kansas City next weekend.
Oh.
So I get back to Chicago. I have 3 days to frame my artwork, but it's okay. That's how I sell my work. So I travel around the world and make the paintings, and then I have to sell them. So I do maybe 8 or 9 really good art fairs in America, and that's how I make my living, is by selling my paintings.
Sounds like very interesting the way you
It's definitely
live.
an interesting life that I have. It's definitely interesting.
And you say that you stayed here for like 24 hours to
Yes.
enjoy Tokyo, right?
Yes.
Do you have like any Tokyo paintings maybe, or you just enjoyed it, not working?
We only had so much time. I would have loved to have sat and painted in Tokyo. There's many beautiful places. I've painted before, but I have nothing with me. But yes, gladly. I took a lot of photos. But
So
my boys were with me, and they wanted to see the city and different foods. So we used it as a day to travel.
But yeah, it's a family trip, so I think it's okay.
Have to find the balance.
Yeah, and this is not your first time in Japan, right?
No, I've been to Japan 3 times.
Oh, 3 times.
Yeah.
So like you stayed much more longer than this time.
Yeah, like 3 weeks.
Oh, 3 weeks. Yeah, perfect.
Kagoshima and down Kyushu in this area, and quite
Like all
fairly
around
extensive.
the country. Okay, I see.
Japan's
And
amazing. Yeah.
so do you have like some maybe things that really surprised you here in Japan?
Surprised me.
I mean, so like very.
Japan, what the thing is, when I come to Japan, I expect to be surprised.
Oh yeah.
Well, because it's very progressive in many ways, right? Just some of the architecture even. It's so progressive. Some of the surfaces and the materials, and it's just a forward-thinking country, and it's so clean and organized, and that's I'm not used to that. America doesn't have that kind of cleanliness where you're walking through a big city and it's immaculate, and people are paying attention to the rules, not jaywalking. We jaywalk all the time in America. But the food, I mean, the ramen we had the first night we were here, we went to a soup shop at like 1 in the morning.
1 in the morning.
Yeah, and they're still making a delicious soup, and Yeah.
Yeah, like in Japan, there are some kinds of maybe tradition when people go like out for drinking. After like drinking all night, they go into the ramen shop to eat.
So
Yeah,
that's
it's
where
a
we
night.
were, and that's who was
Yeah.
there. Also, the thing that always surprises me in Japan is the scale, right? We stayed at an Airbnb, and it's tiny spaces, right? We're spoiled by space in America.
In America, yeah.
And so that's, for good or bad, it's very small spaces, but
Yeah,
you
but
just have to get used to it.
I think it's a little bit difficult for you. I mean, like you have a lot of different like artworks to carry it, and
Right.
must of all take a lot of space.
It does take a lot of space.
Yeah.
Another one, that's a temple in Vung Tau. So I'm sitting on the beach in the morning,
In the morning.
making that painting, right?
Oh
that's,
my God.
That's what I do.
Of course, like to be an artist is I think it's very difficult, but still it's so amazing. Like, I mean, you create things by yourself.
Sometimes you just have to decide on the life you want to live, and then you make it happen, right? Like I'm a painter. I'll always be a painter. That commitment helps because it's the only option I give myself. But I think with modern technology, like look at you, you have a phone that's a camera,
Yep.
you have a sound device, and you have mobility. You're being an artist right now, actually, right? Because you're choosing who to interview, what to record, what to document, what path to go down. So that's an artistic sensibility. If you have a good YouTube channel, then it can be a form of art as well.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, so hello, my name is Lana. Nice to meet you. Okay, first of all, I want to ask you what's your name and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Dustin Greenfield. I live in Phoenix, Arizona.
Arizona. And what about you? Is the
Anna
same?
Greenfield in Sacramento, California.
Oh, okay. Here, like, we now in the Haneda airport, so you're planning going to back home,
Yes.
right? So how long did you stay in Japan?
We flew in on the 25th, and so today's the 30th, so about 5 days.
Quick trip.
Oh, 5 days, like, yeah, pretty quick, I think. Like, a lot of foreigners that I was speaking with, like, maybe 2 weeks, like 3 weeks, something like that. Is it your first time here?
This is my second time.
My second time.
Oh, the second time. Ah, so yeah. And now I can understand why your trip is so, like, not so long, because you already, like, I guess, saw a lot of things. And okay, it seems like for the first time when you came here, you like Japan so much that you, like, decided to return back here.
After the first time I came, I knew I wanted to come back right away.
Oh my God.
Such an efficient country. As far as getting around, the public transit is extremely easy. The people are very nice. The food is very good. It's really hard to find something that is wrong with Japan as far as visiting.
It's clean.
That's clean, yeah. So now here you're like you can just sit on the ground,
When
yeah.
you feel safe and, coming from the United
Right.
States, you feel much safer walking around in public here than you do back home.
Did you have like any things that really surprised you here?
Tokyo Disney Sea. I mean, that by far was amazing. And I didn't expect it to be quite as different as it was.
Oh.
And the architecture on the rides and everything was just fantastic and beautiful and efficient. A little trouble with the tickets, getting tickets, because everything is done digitally. You can't get tickets at the park, so that was a little difficult. But
Yeah, some places
beyond that,
didn't take American cards.
Oh really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Because like in Japan, we also use like MasterCard, Visa card, so not so many big problem.
Most places did, but we ran into a couple of places where an American visa was hard to.
It's looking so nice.
Oh,
I mean,
I love
pink
this.
with Disney. So you buy it. You buy it here, right?
yes, of course, at the
That's,
park.
yeah.
When I was here last, I was this was 40 years ago. I was an exchange student, and so it was really fun to come back and do a few different things that I hadn't done when I was here. So
Did it change a lot? I mean, Japan. What do you think?
some things, yes, obviously, all the digital world, but other than that, a lot of things are the same. Very nice.
I hope you will have the nice flight back home. さあとりあえずですね、今こちらは羽田空港だと思いますが、なんか今日はなぜここに羽田空港にいるんですか？これから出発ですか？
そう、私は出発します。
あ、違いますか？
俺ちょっと美容家、東京の美容家。俺出発じゃない。ね。
ただお見送りみたいな感じで
そう
ねえねえ一緒に行くけど。
どこに行くんですか？
私は台湾に行く。
あ、旅行。
そう、旅行のために、そしてその後でドイツに帰ってきます。
あ、なるほどですね。日本はもともと住んでる感じなんですか？
なんか4年前で1年間の交換留学して、今はなんか1年間の遊ぶの旅行にしてて、ホストファミリーの家で泊まってる。
あ、本当ですか？
そうそうそう
じゃあ、面白そう。で、このお国は同じく。
いや、俺はオーストラリア人ね。
あ、オーストラリア人ですか？じゃあ
同じ1年間の留学。
じゃあまあ留学してた時に知り合ってそこから友達になった感じなん
いや、
ですか？
そうではないですね。彼は今の交換留学生から、
ね
私はちょっとホストファミリー遊びに行って、あそこで彼会って、ちょっとホストガードみたいな。
ああ、なるほどですね。あ、
うん
めっちゃ面白いですよね
そうね。
お名前も伺っていいですか？すみません、今更なんですけど。
リディアです。
リディアさん。
リディア、そう。
はい。
もう俺はだから。
そうです。すみません、自分もなんか先ほどずっと英語でやってて日本語になんか頭をちょっと。あ、でもthe question is like I want to know the reason why did you choose Japan? Like you said, I mean on the first time when you came here.
I was very bored in Australia. There is not much to do.
Oh
and,
really?
Decided to come here. Plus, interesting country. Already learning the language in school, so yeah.
Oh, so you learn like Japanese?
Yeah,
Just-
in Australia you do 1 year mandatory Japanese, and then
Also, it's very common to learn Japanese.
yeah, but the syllabus is very bad, so people don't understand Japanese. It's just like a taste test for a year, and then you can choose for an elective. Yeah.
I think I just enjoy Japanese culture, like the traditional culture, like history and stuff. So I wanted to just come to Japan.
Okay, so before coming to Japan, I think you had like some image about Japan. So was it the same as when you came here, like a little bit different, or what?
I think the German image is like everything is like Tokyo, but I went to Nagano-ken, so it's like
from Nagano.
very rural.
Same,
There's
same
nothing
town,
there.
Yeah, in a Matsushima, Minomachi kind of area.
So there's not a lot there. So it's like a bit different, but it's very beautiful.
Yeah, so also like a lot of mountains
And trees.
Yeah, mountains and rivers, yeah,
and
the
mother.
temples. Yeah.
Well, yeah, so like you can just chill around.
Yeah.
There's a little
Very
bit
lovely.
different from the city life in
Yes.
Tokyo. Okay, do you have any cultural shock in Japan? I mean, it may be something that really surprised you here.
I think how punctual the trains are and like how clean.
But you know, like in Germany,
No, they're always late.
really, but
Always.
Same in
German
Australia, yeah.
people.
German people are punctual. German
But not
trains,
trains.
no.
But why? Okay, and what about you?
It's kind of the same in Australia. Everyone's very lax. There's no like punctuality. Everything's very informal. But yeah, here there's a lot of different standards and like hierarchy. And to some ways that's very nice, you know.
How long are you planning to stay here? So
It's 1 year exchange. So I've been here 3 months.
3 months. So, like
So I've got
still you
another
have
9.
like 9 months. Are you planning to work also here after
No, because
what?
it's in the Rotary contract. So you can't work, you can't drive, you can't like do a few things just because of insurance reasons.
So you say they're going back to Germany, but do you want to come back in Japan again?
I think so, yeah. I want to go to university in Germany and afterwards maybe come to university in Japan for like half a year or so. I also thought about working in Japan, but it's so different than in Germany.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
it might be difficult.
Yeah, but anyway, I think it's better to try. Of course, if you're interested in it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. これから出国するなんか自分の国に帰るの人たちいろいろお話を聞いてて、なんかまあ日本すごく楽しんだ、満喫したっていうフィーリングがすごい伝わってきて、とても良かったと思います。はい、じゃあ今日も最後まで見てくれてありがとうございます。